Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Just so the fans at home can see what's going on here. It is 9:32. One Mitchell Steez joined the Zoom at 9:31, and then was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? What's up? Morning, morning, morning. I got to take a phone call really quick." So, if you're curious about the professional ism levels of some of the joint partners of the Next Gen's sports network, you're looking at it right now. So just again, this is the kind of guy who joins a Zoom. Get this, late, and then compounds it by saying, "Hey, I got to take a phone call. I could take a phone call right now." I mean, you'd think a guy would have a little bit of respect for Antony Paisan's precious time. Now we're working on 9:33, and it's a yeah. I know he can hear me at this point, so he's just being a piece of shit. But this guy's on a phone call. If you can imagine that. I'm over here slaving away. I woke up this morning at like 9:29, working hard for this company. I'm a company man, and this is the respect I get. By the way, a little bit of an update. My papa finished a workout. Let's see what he did today, huh? So far for the day, it's 9:34 for Monday, and I have burned 1,451 of my contest level, which is 1,500 calories. Look at that. That's pretty cool, right? I'm in a competition. Oh, look at Lenny Jets. How embarrassing is that? Lenny Jets.
Appreciate this, man. You just starting the recording when I said, "Hey, I'm going to take this call real quick. I'll be ready in a minute." I just hear you in the background.
1 minute would have been 9:32. It's been a 3-minute phone call. That Mitch. Yeah, my time is worth a lot. I'm kind of an internationally recognized celebrity. Anyways, let me. You take your phone call. I'm doing something with the fans right now. Anyways, Lenny Jets, guys, look at this. The guy's a total dweeb. He's only going after 790 calories on a day. What a guy that he is, huh? But he's a tough guy. He already got in a 50-minute exercise, and it's only 9:35, so that's pretty good. Walked a mile. Look at that. By the way, just so everyone knows, I've already beaten Lenny Jets once in a competition on the Apple Watch. My grandpa, how embarrassing is this? So he did 22 minutes of exercise. What a bum. 205. What is that? 10 cat. Nice. Okay, we went for a little walk. 3,530 steps. Huh? There we go, Papa. Good job. And the guy I'm in a competition with right now, how embarrassing is this? 189 calories so far. Again, I've burned 1,450. I've actually burned a calorie since I've been talking about this. So that's pretty impressive. Anyways, Mitchy, how's your phone call going?
Oh, yeah. Have I been summoned now? You ready for me to join?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure if you were ready to grow up and be a professional for the show. Taking a phone call at the start time. I mean, that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, starting the recording when the other person on the show doesn't know you started the recording. That's true professionalism right there. Really, really great.
You're dealing with Antony Paisan. So
yeah, we saw a lot. No, you know what? It's great for the theme because over the weekend we saw a lot of teamwork. We saw a lot of leadership from people that are much younger than you. And it's great that they, probably take after somebody like you.
Just I'm a great guy. I'm
looking out for others first and things like that.
I'm a fun guy.
Welcome to AQT. Sorry about him, guys. It's a special back episode. Obviously, we had one on Sunday. I'm sure you guys are all caught up and watched all that already.
Yeah.
And we are now into Monday. So we got some crazy things happened. Backtrack to Sunday. I said, hey, I like Loyola Chicago against the spread. Antony did not want to do any against the spread. He said, and I quote, he said, F the spread. And he said that he just needs Illinois to win straight up. I said, hey, Loyola Chicago is kind of tough. It's going to be that in-state type thing. I think it's going to be a close game. And Loyola Chicago won outright by 13. So that was the way the day started. And tough one for Paisan. Now, there were more games, which we'll get to, of course, that were awesome on Sunday. But Paisan, I will say, did make a great comeback.
Sister Jean's going to catch a flying right hook covered in this, Mitchy. All right. That old, here's what I'm going to say. The fighting Illini. What a dumb fucking name, Mitchy. The Illinois Illini. Dumb school. I'm done with them. I'm never betting on Illinois again. Hate them as an organization. They're a bunch of losers. And also, are we just going to sit here and play pretend? Am I going to put on a little dress? Am I going to put on a little makeup? Be like, oh, I'm the princess of the next gen's castle. I'm Princess Paisan. The guy's last name is Cockburn. All right, Mitchy? Why are we sitting here pretending it's Kofi Coburn? All right, what's going on there? All right, we live in a liberal society. It's Coffee Cockburn, and that's what I'm going to call him now. Okay.
That's kind of a good name. If you went coffee too, I just want people once again to see this is how our phone conversations go. I was literally trying to give this guy a compliment and talk about this video that he posted that was really funny as his comeback, but he just doesn't even let me get a word in edgewise. Right? He does not let me talk. Like he just doesn't do it. So anyway, great video, Antony.
Let's play it.
Yeah, that'll translate well.
No, it will. It'll translate really well. Watch this. Here we go. Watch this. This is me after watching 3 episodes of Narcos.
A medida que se dobla la ramita, crece el árbol.
I love that shit. Wait, did I like my own?
I mean,
that's a loser. No, wait. No, I did. I'm gonna unlike it. Watch. I'm gonna unlike. You never like your own shit. That's what normies do. That's lame as fuck. But that's pretty good.
I feel like I saw that posted on 2 different accounts.
No, yeah, I sent it to #1 super fan B Flam. All right, and he posted it as well, and he tagged me. He thought it was really, really funny. In fact, he was laughing harder than I was. He thinks I'm a funny guy, and I am a funny guy, but he thought it was really funny. So he's like, I'll put it on my account. Hey, maybe get some word. It gets out there, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Have you ever seen Narcos?
Oh yeah. I'm absolutely obsessed. I saw all 3 seasons, and then
don't spoil it. Does Pablo die?
I don't know. Now, here's what's great is that when I watched, I was so tempted, but I just I didn't know anything really about it. I knew Pablo Escobar, like who that was kind of, but really didn't know much about it. And that was really great. So I didn't know anything about how everything went down toward the end. But
you didn't know? Wow, I knew he got shot on like a rooftop. I don't know. Now I don't know the details of how he like escapes and gets up on that rooftop, but I'm really fucking looking forward to that scene though. I tell you what,
my gosh, dude, it's serious. I mean, it's top 3 at least Netflix series for me of all time. And I've been getting more cultured, by the way, back to Degenerates +3 days of the movies. I have been watching some more movies and getting more involved, but Netflix, like those longer series, Breaking Bad, House of Cards, Dexter, those are more my speed. So it wouldn't be like me saying, oh, it's one of my top 3 favorite movies, because I just haven't seen very many.
I gotta tell you what, Mitch, I think my favorite actor, I'm not a huge favorite actor guy. All right. I think one of my favorite actors right now, Pedro Pascal, the guy who plays Javier Peña, right? That guy, because he's in a bunch of shit.
Javier Peña.
Oh, like he is so fucking good, man. I just saw him in another movie a couple days. What the fuck was he in? God damn it. Anyways, he's in a bunch of shit that I've seen him in a few movies. He's so goddamn good. I saw him in The Equalizer 2. Because here's the thing, man. He can play like hardcore protagonist. And in Equalizer 2, he's a fucking douchebag bad guy, but he plays it so well. It's so believable. And here's the thing. He's going to be starring in an HBO series of The Last of Us, which is like I don't know if you've ever heard of the video game The Last of Us. One of the greatest games of all time. Big part of like my
Maturation.
No, like 14. When was 2013? I would have been.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
no, give me a second. 21, 8, 20, 16 to like 18. It was a big influencer on me, Mitchy. And he's going to be starring in that, which I'm really excited about. Shout out Pedro Pascal. Anyways, I think I'm going to get into the coke business. Start selling some cocaine, Mitchy. Any thoughts?
I was gonna say Javier Pena is one of those top characters that will get you, really that show in general will get you convinced that like you're gonna become better looking and cooler just if you start smoking cigarettes and drinking like whiskey all day long.
And
That's
the mustache. That's a big part of it, is the mustache.
well, for some people that's not as feasible as it is for others.
Yeah, well, some of us aren't, 7 years old and have the facial features of like, a 7-year-old, But if you want to grow up someday, maybe.
That was well put together.
Yeah, well, maybe, it's not well put together. Your mustache. So go fuck yourself. Grow up.
Now, I want to give you some mental toughness points because I guarantee you it's because you just like were really tired and passed out. But did you really only watch 3? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily think I binged it all the way through, but you just watched the first 3 episodes so far?
No. That's just what people say when they make videos like that, right? But not the.
Oh, that was just okay. That was just
no. So far, I think I'm in like because what I do, here's the kicker. Because I've been fat as fuck lately. So what I've been doing is I got this standing desk. Watch this, by the way. Oh, going up. Oh, watch it. Going down. It's pretty cool. And I got a little treadmill underneath the standing desk. So what I do is I put the last night I'm in this workout competition with some guy, Apple Watch, right? He's a sales rep of number one super fan B-Funds, but he likes the show. He's not a friend of the show, but he's a fan of the show. So I'm doing a little workout competition with the kid, right? To show him who's boss. So last night at 12:01, I start working out. Basically, I just walked like 8 miles and watched like a bunch of Narcos, and it was pretty sick. So I'm in like the middle of season 2. I don't know. It looks like it goes downhill in season 3 though, just from the eyeball test.
I think
why would I give a fuck?
It's very good. It's very, very good. But I think because he's the guy, but there's always like new characters in that world that are like, oh my God, that are like scary that they want to get. I mean, it's the same concept, but anyway, season two, I think is the best one.
Yeah.
Overall. Yeah, dude. I mean, you said you're about halfway through season 2.
I got to the point where he bought that toilet, like the fancy toilet, and it got like sent to his house and they raided it, but he like went down to the tunnels and all that stuff and just, whatever. Like got away.
Okay.
So roughly to that. But no, he got in the trunk of that guy. They hired that Limon kid or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And as like the driver. And it's kind of in that middle of all that stuff going on right now.
Okay. So I know you would have already met him at this point, but what's the guy? Kiki?
Oh no, La Kika. He's
Kiki. Like kind of white guy, red hair maybe? Kiki?
Yo, I think I meant La Kika. Yeah, Kiki, that guy, which by the way, I thought that was the weirdest casting decision ever. I legitimately thought that was just a white guy.
Yeah.
By the way, his wife's got some big beefy nipples, Mitchy. Big beefy nipples, I tell you what.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I can anyway.
Kiki. What about you're the one that brought it up? Kiki.
Yeah, the guy it's Kiki, and there's one other guy that like they're just
with the pool stick.
Okay. Yeah, that's the end of season 1. I mean, well, dude, I watched the show like 2 years ago, so give me a little bit of a break there. That's like one of the wildest scenes of any show of him, of that happening to him.
I don't know. I think the show, I like it just because of Escobar. Really, I think the show is kind of cheesy. I think it's all right. I think it's kind of cheesy. The storylines are kind of lame. Like, there's definitely shows where I'm sitting like on the edge of my seat 100 times more. So it's a little campy. It's a little, I don't know. It's not, but you know, I love the storyline more than anything else, really. I think it's just really cool. It's weird too, because like Pablo is kind of like this anti-hero. You know, he's like, it's weird. He's like this really prominent figure in history, but he's kind of like a bad guy.
Kind of.
I don't know. Well, he's also kind of a good guy. He's got the family, and he's got the, you know, what I do like about this, the show writers, they can really weave a narrative, because there are at times where you're like, God damn, this guy is just a, you know, but not, you know, obviously he's a bad fucking guy. I mean, to be fair, who hasn't blown up an airplane with 107 people on it in their deck? Come on, like,
Right, and convince some young kid that he was doing something good.
and then kill his wife and then almost kill his baby just because they. That wasn't great. That was Pablo's. You know,
You're saying because he has kids and a wife that
he's
is terrified to leave him, that he's a good guy.
I love this fat little kid boy. He's just walking around with the tucked in shirt into his fat kid jeans. He's like, Papa. I love that stupid little kid. Anyways,
the best meme I think from him is him just like sitting on that bench, just like sad. And that was like the meme that went around when March Madness got canceled last year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a good show though. It's all right. It's not perfect, but it's good.
So anyway, here we're supposed to talk sports every now and then, but that's a good little riff. Anyway, college basketball. Let's start here. What are your thoughts on Oregon VCU? That's the game that was canceled.
Yeah, COVID's a made-up disease by the Democrats, so I don't really need to acknowledge that. But yeah, the Oregon. Congratulations to Oregon. They worked really hard for that. To be fair, Virginia Commonwealth, one person contracted a disease that has a 99.99999% survival rate. So what they need to do is basically cancel the entire team. So you know, it makes total sense. It's what we've been doing for years. So yeah, congratulations to Oregon. I mean, like they really worked harder.
You know what? A couple things on this. One, it's Monday at 10:50 Eastern right now, and when they first announced that there was going to be like Monday, Tuesday games, I was like, "This is the most perfect tournament ever. Why, if we're playing it all in one city and blah, 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 why do we need to move the days?" But here I am on a Monday morning with typically nothing to look forward to on a Monday. And I mean, we're an hour and a half away from more basketball, and I'm very excited about it, obviously. Here's the thing. I like Iowa a lot today. They played 12-10 tip, maybe 12-15 against Oregon. Okay. Now, Oregon needed rested or whatever, but like, I don't know, man. They're coming in, they got a gift of that game. Like they haven't played gotten their first tournament game under their belt. A lot of people like kind of have forgotten, I think, that Iowa's a pretty good team. People just hate Luka Garza, or maybe that's just Big Cat, and I listen to him a lot, but they hate Luka Garza. I don't know why. I could see why. I don't know. Maybe he's got a little bit of an attitude about him you don't like or something, but the guy is phenomenal, at least phenomenal college player. So I don't know. And they just got a bunch of white guys all over the floor that just shoot threes. No, I mean, literally that's their team. That literally UC got beat by them in the first round. You're so ridiculous. You say the worst things ever. And I just called out that their whole team is white, basically. And you're like shuddering at that. Anyway, Bearcats got beat by this same team like 3 years ago. 3 years ago. It's like all the same guys. They were like, "Oh, this team's good and young." They all just stay. Wieskamp, McCaffrey, Garza. They were all there. Who else? I mean, they're just. I know you don't know any of these players.
And Marcus Mariota, he went to Oregon.
Who do you like today? If we look, should I just pull it up since we don't?
I like. You know what I like. Should I let you share the screen, Mitchy? There you go, bub.
Yeah.
What I liked yesterday, bub. Now I got my heart broken yesterday. Because the Illinois Illini are a bunch of dumb assholes. But forgetting that part, I also my favorite to win the entire tournament, West Virginia. They lost outright. I'm on the Syracuse train now, though, bub. I think Syracuse is going to win all. Buddy Boeheim, Jim Boeheim, are just going to straight up kill the competition. They're going to run them over. So, who are they playing next? Like Houston? Are they playing Houston?
Yep.
Ooh. You know what? I think Syracuse is going to beat Houston, Mitchy. I tell you what, I think they got it. That being said, Houston's pretty good.
Houston's a very good team. I think, yeah, I've been riding the Houston train, and I got them in the Final Four. It was very scary last night. But I think that the win they had last night was indicative of a team that's going to go to the Final Four.
Oh, by the way, our pal, Petey Gonzalez, almost hit a 9-leg parlay last night. Almost. But 25 to win 950. And here's the thing. He reached out because Fine Line Sportsbook does not have an option to cash out early. So Petey, because Fine Line Sportsbook is a guy, Davey Fine Lines, right? He reached out, he's like, hey, I know there's not an option to do this, but would you be willing to maybe do a cash out? Because Oklahoma State was down at halftime against Oregon State. And wouldn't you know it, Davey Fine Lines offered the kid a deal. Let him cash his parlay out early. Shout out Fine Line Sports, right, Mitchy? Let me tell you.
I mean, legit, dude. No, but I mean,
actually, no.
You know what else happened?
Fine Line Sports. I keep losing my money to it. It's Dave's personal fault that I'm not good at gambling. Don't sign up for Fine Line Sports.
You know what else happened? I had my Wi-Fi was glitching out, and I was trying to get a bet in on oh my gosh, who was it? I lost the bet. I don't even know. But basically what happened is I bet the same thing, same amount, same line and everything twice. And so it was obvious that it was the exact same thing. But the story like you're talking about, the one I'm telling right now, he doesn't have to honor that.
Doesn't have to.
He's like, sorry, dude, you bet it twice. But he honored that and let me get it back because I lost that bet. So yeah, Fine Line Sports 201-503-4151. Cool. I'm getting there.
201-503-4151. Set up an account today, Mitchy. Mention the Lenny special, aka the dumbass special. You're gonna get 21% free play on your initial deposit, which is pretty cool. You can use that and bet it on games and lose it and win money and do all sorts. It's a cool little sports book, huh, Bob?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk basketball, Mitchy. Come on, huh?
Yeah, can we do can you do against the spread and actually have fun? Because
I don't know anything about these fucking games, Mitchy.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess that was the appeal of AQT is that I was
Iowa -5.
Let me give you some rundowns of these then, okay? So we have Iowa -5 against Oregon. Again, we just talked about this. Oregon, good team, got a gift from COVID and didn't have to actually play in their first game. Iowa, just like Michigan, is a very high Big Ten seed that it seems like everybody from the beginning of the tournament was saying no one was really picking them. For some reason, people think Iowa are, a bunch of frauds, which they're not. They can flat out score. I like Iowa -5. I don't know a ton, to be honest with you, about Oregon. But let me look here. What I do know is everyone was shocked that they got beat by Oregon State, but how about Oregon State? They ended up winning that game over Oklahoma State, right?
Yes. And by the way, last night, in solidarity with Petey Gonzalez, because when he told us, hey, this is the 9th leg, I think I put all my winnings yesterday on Oklahoma State's money line. So not only have I at this point bet Texas money line, I've bet Illinois money line, I've also bet Oklahoma State money line. So Mitch, I'm curious because I'm not really sure how betting works. Apparently, I think I might be the dumbest fucking kid in existence. When a team is heavily favored to win a game, shouldn't they not lose by double digits?
Probably not.
Okay. Not. Maybe I'm just the dumbest fucking kid that's ever lived. That might be it. I didn't think about it from that perspective.
That could be it. So here's the thing I'm looking at is for Oregon, N'Faly Dante, okay? He's their biggest guy, I believe, that actually plays. Let's look here. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's only played in 6 games. So when was his last? Yeah, dude, he's got to be hurt. His last game.
Spots up for 3.
Freaking ESPN. Let me decide if I want to watch that video.
We might want to go a little bit. I mean, we're just, I know the fans at home, man, they like basketball, but I mean, we might want to go over the games a little quicker. I mean, how many games are being played today, Mitchie?
So what I'm looking at here is this is their biggest guy. And he's not going to be playing. And they don't have anybody that can match up with Garza. So essentially what's going to happen, Garza had multiple games in the beginning of this season where he was scoring 30 in the first half. This guy is unbelievable. And if you don't have someone that's huge that can really, defend, which I don't think Oregon has, he's going to carve them up. And they're going to be able to play inside out, and he's going to be able to create a lot of wide open threes for this Iowa team that, like I said, can flat out shoot it. So I was just giving some actual analysis on why I think Iowa -5 is the play.
Do you think fans tune in for analysis? No, they tune in for my boyish good looks and humor. Come on, man.
Yeah. All right. Oklahoma and Gonzaga.
I like Gonzaga.
-14.5.
A lot of points, Mitchy. Actually, that's a lot of points. I don't like that. That's a lot of points, Mitchy.
A lot of points.
I feel like Oklahoma's not that terrible, too. Who'd they just play? They played Mizzou.
Yep. They beat Mizzou in a close game, I believe. Some of these just are, bound to go by the wayside. Now, I try to watch as many as I can, try to. Like, I enjoy watching them, of course, but it's also like there's just so many games and they're happening at once.
Gonzaga's going to win that basketball game, Mitchy.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Revolutionary take. Great stuff there. I like Oklahoma +14.5.
Actually, I kind of like the sound of that too. But I just want to point out, I did call Oregon State out correctly yesterday. I did want to mention that. I said they were going to beat Oklahoma State. Go Beavs.
Yeah, you just said the opposite actually, but okay. I love Mick Cronin, former Bearcats coach. And UCLA against Abilene Christian. I would have loved them against Texas too. Not to bring up Texas again. We don't need to talk about them. But the fact that they're playing Abilene Christian, when I watched, I just don't think they can really score. UCLA can score big time. And what they're not going to do, Anthony? You know what UCLA is not going to do? Turn it over 22 times. So I like them. I love UCLA and Iowa both -5 today. Ohio is +5.5 against Creighton. Stud point guard Jason Preston. He makes everything go for this team. He had, I think, 9 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists, something ridiculous like that, or 8 assists maybe. He's a stud. Creighton. I like Ohio +5.5 here. Actually, I like the underdog. They could. I would love to see them win that game outright and end up having to go up against Gonzaga. That would be great. But yeah, Creighton was shaky. Did you watch any of the UC Santa Barbara game? I think we both had UC Santa Barbara against the spread and won that. Creighton hung on barely. But this is the type of team that Ohio wants to play against. It was very impressive. They like to get up and run. And, run and gun and shoot a bunch of threes. And Virginia is the opposite, right? So they had to play that slowed down pace, and they did a great job to win that. This is much more of an Ohio matchup. I like Bobcats +5.5. Then we got the 7-10 game. This one will be fun. Man, I'm seeing UCLA, Iowa, and now Michigan, all favorites that I like, and they're only -5. So -5 in college basketball, it's literally just all they have to do is win the game in a close game, and there's a good chance there's a couple fouls at the end, free throws, puts it over, right? I like Michigan -5 in this. I think similar concept as Iowa. Michigan's missing their best player, Livers, who's got like a broken foot and is trying to maybe play, but I don't think he's going to throughout the whole tournament. LSU is solid, but I think Michigan, pulls away with this one at the end, wins by 7 or 8. Any thoughts on Ohio, Creighton? Any thoughts on any of these 3 games? Because I'm trying to give my analysis and my thoughts on them and fly through each of the games because we only have now 3 left. And then you scooted away in the middle of me asking you a question. So
I tell you what, by the way, Eagles are hosting Joe Flacco today for a free agent visit. It's a little Monday buzz for you, Mitchy.
That is like, did Lenny text you that? That is like the biggest non-story of all time.
No, I mean, that's pretty hot news. I mean, Joe Flacco's an elite quarterback. Sorry, no, I got a little disheveled when you said 22 turnovers. I thought this was going to be a professional show and not a show that would just hurt people's feelings. So I scoot it away, and I'm gonna get drunk.
You're gonna that actually is one of those drinks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 4.5% though. It's basically water. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Look, I
Oh,
wasn't
by the
trying
way, by the way, Mitchy, I want to point this out. I'm a better person than you. You know why? By the way, how many times have you given blood?
once.
Wow, that's embarrassing. I'm giving you know what I'm doing today? I'm giving more blood today than you've ever given in your life. I'm doing a double red donation on the first fucking day of an exercise competition as well. So I'm gonna have these fucking vampire sluts drain me. All right, they're gonna drain me of a bunch of blood, and then I'm gonna do a bunch of heavy lifting afterwards. So we'll see what happens. It should be fun. But either way, I'm a better person than you. My double red donation is going to save more lives than your single donation ever did. And I'm going to donate more blood. I'm going to save more lives in about 90 minutes than you have in like, how old are you? Like 20, 30, you're like 32, or you're like 32. You can't even grow a mustache. That's embarrassing, Mitchy. Let's talk some basketball.
Colorado, Florida State. Okay, we actually have a 5 versus a 4. I don't have, obviously we don't have the full bracket. I think this is the only one with how many upsets. I think this is the only 5 versus 4. Wow, was I wrong on Colorado? I mean, I knew nothing about them. I went back and forth and was like, Georgetown's going to keep this close. No. Now, here's the deal. I don't think Colorado can shoot that well, like ever again. I mean, I don't think they missed a single 3. Every time I looked up, they were hitting another one. I think Georgetown cut it to like 19 at one point in the second half. And that was as close as they got. Florida State's very, very good too. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, guess what, Mitchy? You can't shoot the 3 ball 100% of the time. That means last game they shot a bunch of 3 balls. This game, if that was most of their offense, you know what they're going to do this game? They're probably going to not make as many 3 balls. Florida State's going to win this game.
Okay. Do you think they're going to win by a point, or would you just take them with the spread there?
Yeah, take a minus by the half a point, basically money line.
By the half a point. You don't want to get burned by them winning by 1?
No, I'm saying by the half a point down to -1. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. You can't get burned. Well, -1 is basically money line because if they lose by 1, it's a push.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You're literally going to buy the half a point because you're scared they're only going to win by 1.
Well, would you rather have that half? Yeah. Have you ever been? I'm sure. Yeah. I'm the only gambler that's ever gotten fucked by the half point swing. What are you a fucking bro? What are we having this conversation right now? The importance of half a point sometimes.
God. All right. 8:45, Maryland against Alabama. Oh man, Maryland. I didn't see any of their game. Who did they play? Who was the 7 that Maryland beat?
I don't know.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Alabama is going to win this game by 15.
Great analysis, Mitchy. I agree with you. Roll Tide, roll. The South is going to rise again, Mitchy. That's what you've been saying, and I just like to reiterate that sometimes.
Not true. Okay, let's wrap up with USC, Kansas. I think geez, this is interesting. This is one of those, we talked about this yesterday and you had very little commentary, but this is like the underdog seed being the favorite at 1.5.
USC is going to win that game, Mitchy.
I don't know. Well, USC's coach, fun fact for you. So Oral Roberts is the first 15 seed to go to the Sweet 16 since Florida Gulf Coast. Those are the only 2. And Florida Gulf Coast was coached by, I don't know his name, but the guy, I'm not even going to try it.
I don't know much about this Robert guy, but he's one lucky fellow.
Yeah. Anyway, he was the coach is now at USC. So he's got, some experience with upsets and making tournament runs, but not many have as much experience as Bill Self at Kansas. I'm going to take Kansas in this one. Kansas straight
chalk.
money line Kansas. So to review, for actual picks, here's your actual picks I'm going to give you.
It's definitely a review.
Iowa -5, Oklahoma +14.5, UCLA -5, Ohio +5.5, and we're going to leave it at that. I'm not going to actually, because I gave you my thoughts. I think Michigan runs away with this one. I'm not actually going to do anything on that because they're liable to do whatever. I've seen them look really bad at times. Don't know enough about either of these two teams to really feel good. The spread's too big on this one because I think it'll be close, but I have no idea. And then I do like Kansas, but I'm not going to be up that late.
Oh, man, that's crazy. You can buy tickets to that. You think we're living in a pandemic, Mitchy, a pandemic. You think you wouldn't be able to buy tickets to a sporting event, huh? Pretty wild.
Should the Eagles bring back Nick Foles is what Stephen A is talking about.
Indubitably, the beautifulity of Nick Foles.
All right. Well, this has been one heck of a show.
Let's talk NFL because that's what everything else so far stunk. By the way, can we just talk about this? Guess where the NFL draft's being held this year, Bob?
Nashville.
No, Cleveland. It's in Cleveland, which, can I just say this? The biggest fucking participation trophy that's ever existed. Remember how it was always at the same place for years and years and years and years? And then one year they got cute and they're like, oh, we'll do it here. And they were like, all right, let's go back to what we did. They're like, oh, let's do it here. Let's do it here. Who the fuck wants to go to Cleveland and watch the NFL draft? How about we pick cool cities? Cleveland's the biggest loser city that's ever existed. Who fucking actually, that is a participation, affirmative action city for the NFL draft, Mitchy. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Who wants to go anywhere to watch the NFL draft?
I do.
Who cares?
I went to Nashville to watch the NFL draft.
Oh, you went there?
Yeah.
Or you lived there? And then you just went to the street outside your house?
Well, have you ever thought of go fucking yourself? Because, yeah, I did do that. It was pretty cool, though. I saw Patrick Mahomes. He was like,
yeah, so part of your argument, I'm going to go ahead and do a little Antony move and cut you off. Part of your argument is they used to just have it in the same place, and then they got cute. And then you're like, when they had it here, it was so much fun.
Yeah, but that's because Nashville's a cool city. Well, Cleveland's a loser city. Name one cool person who lives in the city of Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield.
All right, you got me on that one. All right, name one non-professional athlete that's a cool person that's also not. Name one cool person that doesn't do sports for a living that's a cool person that lives in the city of Cleveland, Ohio.
So non-athlete, I would say Kevin Stefanski. Okay.
He's shit. Fuck you. Kevin's he's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, you got me.
Look, dude, I don't know why you gotta rag on. I mean, ragging on Cleveland is like ragging on, like, what if they had it in Buffalo?
I would be like,
is that a cool place to live? No, but for it's a fun NFL.
It's not. Have you ever been to the city of Buffalo?
No, it's like a fun thing for fans.
What part of that is fun for fans?
Dude, how about supporting the flyover states, the Midwest, right? Instead of being like, it needs to be in New York or LA. I think people like that. And nobody in their right mind should travel to go watch the NFL draft to begin with.
Why do you think we call them flyover states? Because they're fucking flyover states. If we nuked them, nothing would happen, and no one who lives there is worth anything, Mitchy. They're a bunch of bums. All the cool people live in the cool cities. I'm a cool guy, all right? Oh, new rule. I'm the commissioner of the NFL. NFL drafts are only allowed to be in cool cities. Thoughts?
Your face at the end of that, I don't know why, but you were talking about me looking like a 7-year-old. Man, your face, you should be cool. He really had a toddler, like almost a toddler look there. I don't care. I mean, you getting angry and let's talk some football. Can I tell you about where the NFL draft is being held? Are guys even going to be going to this thing? Dude, it's not.
I don't know. Let me click on it. Oh, by the way, Deshaun Jackson is still alive. He's just signed at the Rams. How is that guy? Has that guy caught a touchdown in the last 4 seasons? I legitimately don't know.
You can resist it, be left behind.
Dude, I fucking
or
hate
embrace it and move
That's
forward.
you, right?
having it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why is there?
Not exhaust.
Shut up. You know what I want?
Hey,
I want
I
us
wanna
to
share-
I want us to build the blog to the point where we can put dumbass, stupid. I keep wanting to say more extreme words, but I'm not going to use them because I'm a good person, Mitchy. But dumbass,
That's
stupid fucking ads that pop up and start blaring videos in your face. Yeah. By the way, do you know the NFL is a non-profit? The NFL is a charity. But hey, if you go to our website, we're going to start blaring huge company commercials in your face. And also, if you want to get a ticket or a jersey, it's going to cost you hundreds. Yeah, it's a charity, Mitchy. Bunch of bullshit.
Hey, so I wanted to share in my success with you here, right?
Yeah.
Because this usually doesn't happen. So this was my rundown. This is my rundown from Sunday or Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So we lose. So you want to keep track of the record here. We lose Georgetown. I took them plus 5.5, but then I won UC Santa Barbara. I won Ohio against the spread. And then I would have capped off my Saturday with 3 straight wins. I had UCLA against the spread and then Texas money line. So that the Texas money line lost it there. All right, I'll keep track. So we're 2-2. All right. Then I yesterday won Loyola Chicago, won West Virginia under. I have a video of this too. Under 48.5 total for 147. Wait. 147 is what it landed on. Under 148.5 is what I had. Landed at 147. It was wild. Boeheim makes threes from 40 feet away, and McNeil for West Virginia does the same thing. I was like cringing, but barely hung on. I lose the Houston and then wrapped up with Mitchy first half because it was getting late. Villanova minus 3.5 first half. Oregon State, Oklahoma State over 63.5 first half. Boom. That's like the best weekend I've had in a long time.
It's a heck of a weekend, Bob. That's a heck of a weekend. Let me tell you what.
Is that not?
Pretty good.
I mean, dude, I went 4-1 yesterday and 2-2 on Saturday. And it would have been 3-1 Saturday if it wasn't for Texas just being incredibly soft. So I was just trying to say, any of the fans that we probably won't get this posted before the Monday games. And Antony, we'll probably get it posted Tuesday morning. Cue him talking about how he does everything for the company, and it's my fault. But
I don't know if
anyway,
he even has the login to the YouTube at this point. He's really involved in the.
Never been given that login. So no, I do not.
If I give it to you, you're gonna screw it up. Only I know how to do that stuff, man. I learned how to make iMovie last night.
That's pretty sweet. So, hey, any other thoughts on, I think we hit on a lot of NFL free agency. So I think that should wrap it up.
Wait. You're about Deshaun Watson?
We spoke about him at length yesterday and the day before and the day before and everything.
He's going to go, though.
I think he's going to Philly.
Thinking Carolina or San Francisco.
I think I think that Philly is going to trade Jalen Hurts straight up for Deshaun.
No, Philadelphia's going to sign Joe Flacco. I mean, that's
they're going to sign Flacco, trade Jalen Hurts, they're going to sign Flacco and then trade him and Jalen Hurts to the Texans. So the Texans will have a starter and a solid veteran backup.
No, you're all wrong.
And that's going to save them so much cap.
No, well, they're going to sign Flacco. Then they're going to trade Jalen Hurts. And then Deshaun's going to be the backup to Joe Flacco. And then Joe's going to
learn under him. Just
Alaska. Ready? Joe Flacco's got a weird voice, by the way. So it was weird. I can't even do an impression of it.
Yeah, I think it's because it's not that weird.
No, it's pretty fucking weird. He's got like I don't know. Joe Flacco's a bum, Mitchy. Anyways, what are we talking about here, man? Come on.
I don't know. You tell me. This is ridiculous. I think we should go ahead and wrap it up at this point, but great so.
Great stuff. Let's pick a non-sports topic to riff on for just a couple minutes first. What are your thoughts on do you own an air fryer?
Nope.
Air fryers are pretty cool, Mitchy. You got a frozen chicken breast. How are you going to cook that? Normally.
I don't know.
Let's just say hypothetically, you had a frozen chicken breast. How would you cook that?
Maybe throw that guy in the oven.
Okay, well, guess what? When you got an air fryer, you don't have to, Mitchy.
Hmm.
All you gotta do, crank that thing to like 30 minutes, throw a frozen breast in there, boom. Maybe flip it over once or twice. It's like a mini oven on your counter. You can do all sorts of stuff. You can put tater tots in there, Mitchy. You can put some jalapeno poppers in there. You can put leftover Chinese food in there, Mitchy. Air fryer, ooh baby, one of the greatest inventions of the 21st century.
I will take your word for it. My mom got one from my sister and I for Christmas, and we did some mozz sticks in there. So that was the one thing that I did. Little late night mozzarella sticks.
You live with your sister? What?
What?
Your mom got you and your sister an air fryer. Is it like a shared air fryer?
I'm gonna have to run that back and make sure I didn't say that incorrectly. My mom received an air fryer from my sister and I.
Oh, you said my mom gave my sister and I an air fryer, and I'm like, are you guys?
I don't think I said that, but I don't know what's
positive.
happening this morning because I think I said I messed up some numbers earlier, and
No, that's why
just trying my best.
Antony, the fact checker, is always here for you, Bob.
Yeah, the fact that you're having that smearing off right now is ridiculous.
It's pretty good,
Folks, it is 10:19 a.m. on a Monday.
Yeah,
And that's what this guy's doing.
I'm giving blood. I'm giving blood in a couple of hours, and they told me, hey, you need to have.
You need alcohol in your system.
Yeah,
that's probably what they said.
Yeah.
Hey, I think we should probably go ahead and tie a bow on this bad boy and wrap it up. But folks, thank you for tuning in, and we will be back on.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
We'll be back on Friday with more action. That'll do it.
That'll do it. God damn, this fucking headband, man.
Sorry, guys. If you made it this far,
sometimes they use headbands as masks, and they don't even ask questions. But as stupid employees, if they just see something over your mouth, they're like, "Oh, you're good to go." But if they don't see something over their mouth, they're like, "Can we talk about how crazy masks are for a second, Mitchy?" Pretty wackadoo, if you ask me, huh?
I think we should never stop wearing them, even when the virus is obsolete.
I wear them when I'm in my house by myself. That's what I do.
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
Because you never know. I mean, if I catch it, there is a 0.000000001% chance that I could die. So can't take any risks.
That's true.
I say we end on a high note, end on that. I think this is a shout out to everyone who's gotten vaccinated at this point. You're super stunning and brave. Go out there, get vaccinated, wear your mask, social distance, Mitchy.
Yeah, absolutely. Kudos to you guys trying to, take care of your health.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't really have any. You're not going to get much else from me on the vaccine. All right, I don't have
any commentary on vaccine.
It sounds like something that that people should take, but then there's also people that are saying the vaccine is the devil.
Ooh.
So,
go with your hot take.
I don't know.
Give us your hot take. Give us one hot take.
I don't think this is a hot take. I think that it actually does what it's supposed to. I don't know. It's hard for me to really commit myself to a concept that's like, oh, they're just trying, whatever, they're trying to kill everyone. Like literally, that's some people. I don't know. Like there's people. There's a buddy of mine, very close friend, near and dear to my heart. He thinks it's the end, a sign of the end of the world. And I just don't like, there's those conspiracy theories that you cannot prove wrong, but I'm just like, that does not serve me to think that this is some grand scheme to kill everyone. And it's like we're living in fear. I don't know. I have not been given the opportunity to take the vaccine. So I don't know. I think I can go seek that out if I want to. I'm not doing that. Here's my hot take.
Oh, wow. So
you're not going out of my way to go take this thing.
So you're not going out of your way to protect your countrymen?
Yeah, no, I am. I think we should end it on that
now. Guys, it's been a real great show. I think Mitchy just showed his true colors right there. Mitchy doesn't care about your health. But hey, Mitchy, it's been a real great show. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming.
See you later, man.